Hello everyone, in this NetBioDyn tutorial we will talk about vegetable growth and competition between vegetables. Firstly, I will present you the vegetable growth, then I will explain the mechanism which permits the energy recovery by vegetable. After, I will show you the basic mechanism of vegetable competition. Finally, I will focus on the modeling with NetBioDyn. Along his life, a vegetable will grow. His growth is infinite along his life. This growth will manifest itself by the growth of the root, the multiplication of the cell, stem elongation and new vegetable branch, and the increase of the number of leaf. The only thing which limits the vegetable growth is the energetic availability. The aim of this tutorial is to realize a modeling with NetBioDyn, which permits a better understanding of NetBioDyn. With it, I'd like to explain some interesting things about vegetable growth, vegetable energetic recovery, and competition between vegetables. The vegetable growth is allowed by the energetic metabolism of the vegetables. There are two leading reactions in vegetable metabolism. The first one is photosynthesis. In it, the CO2 and the H2O are metabolized in sugar and oxygen. This reaction is possible thanks to the energy given by the sunlight. Aerobic breathing is the second reaction of energetic metabolism. In the presence of oxygen, the sucrose is degraded in CO2 and H2O. This reaction takes place without sun energy. During the day, vegetables live through the photosynthesis, and during the night they use aerobic reaction. In an environment, the resources are limited. That's why there are a permanent competition between vegetables. The main resources are water, nutrient, and sunlight. There is a balance between resources and need for the vegetables. There are two types of competition. We talk about symmetrical competition, when the resource is also distributed, and conversely, when the resources is unequally distributed, we talk about asymmetrical competition. There are negative interaction between vegetables, but there are also positive interaction. To realize a modeling with NetBioDyn, you have to create the entities. Then you'll have to create behaviors. It's very important to well design the behaviors we'll give to the entities. Don't design them in terms of biology, but think to the global similarity between the simulation and biological phenomenon. Here is NetBioDyn software. If you have already watched my previous tutorial, you have already known the NetBioDyn interface, so I will focus on the modeling itself. If not, you can watch them on my YouTube channel. We will make step-by-step basic modeling of vegetable growth. The modeling conditions are day, photosynthesis only, equally distributed resources. Firstly, I create an entity ground here with an infinite half-life and a brown color. I choose a line and add the ground line in the simulator. I zoom. I delete some entities of the line. to put some vegetables on TT. Just one vegetable on TT. In contact with vegetable entity, I put root entities. With pen. I create CO2 sources and water sources with an infinite half-life 2 and a blue color. I distribute equally the sources. Now I run the modeling. The first behavior I'd like to show you are CO2 and O2 production. The behaviors O2 production and CO2 production allow the production of O2 and CO2 with a 20% probability of production. CO2 and O2 are movable. They have 100% to move in all directions In contact with water, root entities become irrigated root. Indeed, water enters and moves in the root essentially by diffusion and osmosis. In contact with irrigated root, vegetable become irrigated vegetable. The entity irrigated vegetable in contact with CO2 grow and gives two entity vegetable. I let the modeling run. The modeling has run 7,000 steps. You can see that the plant took very diverse forms, but there aren't competition phenomenon between them. This is related to the fact that the resources are equally distributed. Thank you to having watched this tutorial.